Hey, welcome to Neversink Farm. Conor here, and I get questions a lot about scheduling irrigation. Let's say you get an aquifer, want to know when you should turn it on, should you put it on a timer? Well, before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about the things that I absolutely put on timers, and that's drip. Inside the house is where I use drip. I don't use it in the field. I feel it kind of gets in the way and doesn't do a good job for what I do in here, out in the field. Inside the house with tomatoes, I put it on drip, obviously, and cucumbers I put on drip. Pretty much in all the houses, I have drip. And that's because inside houses, it's not getting rained on, so it needs to be watered. And I get that benefit of the plants not being rained on, and therefore I can use drip. Out here, obviously, it gets rained on all the time, so I wouldn't get that benefit. But I put it on a timer because I want it watered every day. It's not getting rained on, so it can dry out very quickly. It's hot in there. So I always put it on daily to start. And then, all soil is different. So I can't give you like a time, like, okay, 15 minutes, that's gonna work, don't worry about it. Is start with a number. It doesn't matter what it is, 10 minutes a day. Well then, the first week, go out there and check the soil, right? You can tell the difference between dry soil and moist soil, right? So dry soil is going to fall apart, right? This is on top, right? So you can see, right? If you go deeper, right? You can see that's moister soil. See, it's holding together, right? So you want it moist, but not sopping wet. You don't want to squeeze it and water's coming out, but you want it moist. And you got to check, is it well watered? And check near the end of the day, not just after you put the drip on. And then just increase the time, go from 15 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes. I have very sandy soil, so for me, tomatoes, it may be 2 hours of drip in the middle of the summer. And that's another thing. Even if you get it right in spring, you want to, as you get into the summer and things get hotter, that may increase, may double, right? So as I said, for tomatoes, I might be up to 2 hours in the middle of the summer on drip. But you want to increase it slowly or decrease it slowly, because for something like tomatoes, you could cause splitting on the tomatoes. That's from uneven watering. So those are always on a timer, and you have to check the soil. So back to out in the field where I'm using overhead, this is always when needed. They're never on a timer, because you can get 5 days of rain and you can get 5 days of dry, hot weather. So no reason to put them on a timer. They are put on all the time after transplants. That overhead watering helps fill in the spaces on a transplant, make sure there's no air gaps around it. Really, really nice. Anytime we do direct seeding, it goes on every day. And it's just during a field walk, right? So you walk the field. That's the day we seeded here. We put the water on yesterday, so I'm going to put it on again today. And for me, it only takes about like 15 minutes, half an hour to wet it down again. And we'll do that until it germinates. So for carrots, that'll be every day until it germinates, which could be as much as 10 to 14 days. And it really is the best way to, germinate seed. It's not with drip. And then if things get dry, we'll go around and we'll turn on all the sprinklers. And in the field, it doesn't matter to me what time of day it is. I like in the house when it's on a timer, I'll put it in the morning. The only timing we'll do for sprinklers in the field is depending on harvesting. So if you're going to be harvesting carrots or something, I like to give it a nice sprinkle beforehand if I can. If I'm harvesting flowers, we don't harvest flowers wet. So we wouldn't put the overhead on in the flower field the day we're harvesting. We want the flowers dry. They just, work better that way. But I would prefer watering in the morning, but it's not something that we enforce or something. It's better to have the plants to get water than not get water. So it's going to go on anyway. All right, so I hope that was helpful, and until next time.